Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine and a very quick makeup look that takes me about 10 minutes. So this is going to be great for those of you who like to wear a little bit of makeup to let's say college or work, and it's very quick, uses minimal products. So let's just jump in. Now before we begin, I want to tuck my head back because we don't want it in our face when we're doing makeup. Now I am obviously going to be talking through this, so it's going to take me a lot longer than 10 minutes because I'm going to be explaining what I'm doing. But if you don't talk, I'm sure you can do all of this in like under 10 minutes. The first step is always going to be skincare, and for that today I'm using the Ceramide and Vitamin C sunscreen by Dr. Sheth. This is one of my favorite sunscreen formulas that I've ever tried. I have spoken about this on my channel before, and it is a SPF 50 PA4+ protection sunscreen. And just reading out the ingredient breakdown that's mentioned here, it's got 1% ceramide complex, 2% vitamin C complex, 1% hyaluronic acid, and mineral and organic filters. I think I've gone over all of these ingredients in a video before. I'll link it up here if you want to check that out. But I'll just quickly go over what each of these ingredients do. The 1% ceramide complex is basically, ceramides basically make up like your barrier, like your skin's barrier. So whenever your skin is compromised, you've got some itchiness, redness, any kind of rashes, any kind of flakiness on the skin, things that kind of indicate that your barrier is compromised. Ceramides help restore that barrier. So it's great that this sunscreen has an ingredient that's actually going to help heal your skin. And 2% vitamin C complex. We all know vitamin C, we all love vitamin C. It's one of those potent antioxidants that really help to make sure that your skin does not go under any oxidative stress throughout the day, first of all, because it's an antioxidant, and secondly, it's also a wonderful anti-pigmentation ingredient. As Indian women, I think pigmentation is something that we all deal with, so this is great because it has vitamin C, which is going to help with pigmentation over time as well. And of course, the hyaluronic acid helps with hydration. It's a broad spectrum sunscreen and it's got mineral and organic filters. In that video that I mentioned, I broke down completely what mineral and organic filters mean. It's basically like a hybrid sunscreen. It has like physical sunscreen ingredients and chemical sunscreen ingredients. So it's a great formula. I really like it. So I'm just gonna put this on. And the thing about this sunscreen that I really like is that the formula actually does feel really nourishing and lightweight and hydrating on the skin, which kind of makes sure that if you're someone who maybe doesn't like a lot of heavy moisturizers, especially now with summer approaching, this can double up as a moisturizer for you. You don't really need to have this like full skincare routine where you're putting on a serum, a moisturizer, and then your sunscreen, because that's, yes, ideally how you should be doing it, but the moisturizer is there to more or less ensure that your skin is first of all moisturized, obviously, but also to make sure that there is no transepidermal water loss happening, which means that there are products on your skin that prevent from any kind of moisture loss happening from your skin. So there's no water escaping is essentially what that means. And it goes on super smooth, doesn't feel greasy, doesn't feel oily. It just feels like a nice moisturizing cream. And once you've like just applied it everywhere, blended it out nicely, it just settles into the skin so beautifully. And you can put makeup over top of it, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Not too much because of course we're not wearing like an absolute full beat to college or work. And now that it's blended out nicely all over my face and my neck, don't forget your neck. That's something that I don't think I mention in every video, but it is absolutely very important, so don't forget that. You can see absolutely no white cast. It leaves your skin looking like your skin, and actually a little bit healthier. It leaves this nice, almost like a natural dewy finish on your skin. It's not dewy to the point where it's gonna make your skin look oily, but it does leave your skin looking and feeling very healthy. It feels nice, it feels like supple and just the way I like it. Now one thing about the formula, it's not like, it's a cream, but it's not one of those creams that when you like kind of massage it out and like put it over your face, it feels greasy. It doesn't feel greasy, and that's because it's got like a gel cream hybrid kind of a formula. So it's going to be great also for people who have kind of like normal to combination skins as well. It's not just great for oily skin people. I have oily skin, I thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm sure if you have like normal to combination skin, you will enjoy it as well. If you have normal to kind of like, let's say, dry skin or dehydrated skin, you might have to wear like moisturizer underneath it, but it's not like you won't enjoy the formula. You will absolutely love it. I'm just saying, normal to combination and oily people, you can use it in place of a moisturizer. It's that great and hydrating. And to demonstrate how nice and lightweight it is, I'm gonna take some and apply it here. And on my other hand, I am going to be applying a sunscreen that I usually wear when I'm just like home, like after I take a shower and do my skincare. This is the sunscreen that I usually end up using, only because it's kind of like, sunscreens usually are like, they tend to be greasy, they tend to look kind of oily on your skin. And this one is no exception. It does do that, but the thing is, because I'm not leaving the house, I'm kind of comfortable wearing it throughout the day at home, because I don't mind looking like a greased chicken at home for some reason. I'm not gonna show it to you because I don't wanna piss anyone off. There's just some that kind of take a little longer to work in. It doesn't really have like a stark white cast, like it doesn't make you look ghostly, but you can see like there's just this reminiscence of like a white color here, which does kind of translate on the skin as well, which is why like there's some things about it that I just don't thoroughly enjoy, and I don't wear it outside the house. So this was the Dr. Sheth's. This is like a blotting paper that I have here. This is a pack that I think I got from like Miniso. I carry these with me when I go out, especially if I'm wearing makeup and I don't want to touch up with powder. These were great. They just soak up all the oil. This is how much came off. And now for this one. I'm not sure if you can see, like against my hair you can probably see. This is the area that I used on this side, which has the Dr. Sheth's sunscreen, and this is the sunscreen that I wear at home. I'm sure you can see the difference. And this is like upon immediate application. Over like the next hour or so, my skin definitely looks a lot greasier throughout the day. So sometimes I'll just do this when I'm home if I feel like it's gone a little overboard. Anyway, so that's about the sunscreen. It's great. I love it. Works beautifully under makeup. Makes your skin look and feel super healthy, super smooth, and like really nice and hydrated. Now for the makeup. So for makeup, what I like to do is take a concealer shade which is slightly darker for me and slightly on the orangey side, which kind of works as a corrector for me. I've taken some from like this Dermacolor Kryolan palette that I have. It works great. You don't have to have like a full palette for this. I have it because I freelance as well, so it works for me. Otherwise, you can just buy a single concealer. Like I have a Cover FX one here. And I really like the Too Faced Born This Way ones. The formula is amazing. So you can just buy one concealer that kind of matches you in this way. It's slightly darker, not 2 to 3 shades darker even. 1 shade or 2 shades darker is good enough, and slightly orangey. What that does is, any kind of pigmentation that you have, it's gonna kind of cancel that out and bring it to the kind of tone that your skin naturally has. And I'll show you what I mean. I have some discoloration around my mouth, so when I use stuff like this, it kind of makes this bit of my skin start looking like the cheek area, if that makes sense. And this is not a technique that I'm using like for the first time on my channel. I have done plenty of videos where I've done the exact same thing and kind of explained in depth what this does. And if you're interested in other like quick makeup looks, especially if you're someone who has to like go out for work every day, I'll link one up here. And the thing is, you don't even have to use too much of this. I'm using a brush because I'm more comfortable with a brush. If you do this on a daily basis with your fingers, you might be able to do this quicker with your fingers. So it just depends on what you're comfortable with every single day. I'm just used to using brushes for this kind of stuff, so I'm using a brush. You don't have to. Now the thing is, this is like a good, like, even base for me. Like, I would be comfortable not doing anything else on my skin. The only thing I might do now, especially with summer approaching, is set this with a little bit of powder, and that's it. Now I would like to do brows. Not everyone does. Not everyone is as into doing their brows every day as I am. Some people would prefer putting on a little bit of mascara over brows any day, and that's great. And if you're someone who falls into that category, you should do you. I would rather actually have my brows on than mascara. I don't really care for mascara if I'm not wearing like a lot of eye makeup. Brows are done, and I am not even bothered if they don't even look like distant cousins at this point, because I am done. It's already taken a long while. Now, I would usually put on like a cheek tint and use it on my lips as well, but I for some reason just don't feel like doing anything on my cheeks today, so I'm just using a lip liner. This is the MAC Plum lip liner. And this is the MAC Powder Kiss liquid in over the top. That is actually it. The thing is, it really comes down to what kind of features you like to highlight when you're doing makeup. I usually like to do my brows and my lips. Like, these are the two main things that I like to focus on. I can skip mascara, I can skip cheeks. These are things that I'm willing to compromise on and like not wear anything. Some people cannot live without blush. If you're one of those people, you do you. I'm just kind of showing you what I would do, because it might give you ideas on what you can kind of start doing or change in your existing routine. And it doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup anyway, because you can still see my scars kind of through, but it just kind of makes my skin look even overall, and that's the stuff that I really enjoy. And if you're interested in the sunscreen, you can go to their website, which is drshades.com, and you can use my code PRERNA20 for a 20% off on your order. And if not on the website, you can also check out their products on Nykaa, Amazon and Flipkart. And yeah, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.